Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for February 2021. This month, I'm using the Taramuka Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. I want to say here before I start the reading, if you are a survivor of abuse or you know someone that is, I highly recommend you check out the YouTube channel and Instagram page of the Survivor Tribe. That's all one word. It's a community of support for people that have suffered abuse. And those links will be posted down below in the description box beneath all the video series I have listed on Vimeo. So, all that being said, now onto your mid-month Psychic Tarot update. And I'm starting with Aries. Aries, the first card you have is Six of Swords, and this is moving. It could be moving from troubled shores to better shores. It could be moving to a new residence, having to commute for work. It could indicate long distance travel. Some of you are finding a new place to live, or you're searching for one. Some of you may have been experiencing a problem at work, and now you are maybe searching to move to go work and live someplace else, or you could be searching for another place to work, or you could be going to another branch, another division, another, like if you, where you work, if they have another plant or headquarters, you may be heading over to work there. This is going to be a month where I feel, and maybe even next month too, where you're going to find a lot of objects that you lost or have been forgotten, and it's like you're going to find them along the way. You have to be careful and stand your ground and stand up to anybody that's trying to manipulate you or control you this mid-month of February and going into March. It's like you don't trust some people or some kind of scenarios that are going on around you. Now, for some of you, this could be happening at a workplace. Because I pick up for some of you, there's like consternation, people like not seeing eye to eye on certain things. Now, if this isn't happening to you in your workplace, this could be happening to you in your home or a family situation. For some reason, I get a lot of papers and documents need to be shredded. And it's not necessarily for nefarious reasons. This could be because your company, your business or your company is moving, or there's just too much backlog of paper in your home and you just need to shred it and get rid of it. You know, it could be just as simple as trying to get rid of it. You may even want to look into some legal matters in regard to how long you have in time about a particular situation. Like, if it's a court case you want to file, has the statute of limitations run out? Or if you had some kind of contract with a company, maybe you hired somebody to do building for you, are they doing the work in the time frame of the contract? So looking at timing and contracts and statute of limitations and all that comes up around you. You have the King of Swords next. And this is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could also be you, Aries, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign. This King of Swords feels to me like somebody that's trying to control the situation. That could be you, but this could be somebody else. This could be somebody you might have some friction with. Either they're not on board with your ideas or you're not on board with their ideas, or a combination of both. You have to watch what you say around the King of Swords, because I feel that they're going to be prone to be set off quite easily with being angry in the rest of this month of February and maybe even in March. This could be somebody that is documenting everything, writing everything down, because they may want to take you to court, or somebody around you to court, or something to do with a company or a business to court, or they're just documenting things because they're afraid that somebody might take them to court, because I get them documenting everything. For some of you, I really feel like this could be a boss, a CEO, a head of a company, a manager. But it really feels like, it feels to me like what they're doing is they're trying to cover their butt, and they want, like, this is like self-assurance policy for them. I feel like you've got their number, and for some of you, you feel like they're kind of like an idiot. Like, you may feel like, I don't care how smart they act or how together they have it or whatever. I feel like you think that they're an idiot or what they're doing is idiotic. I feel like they kind of like drive you crazy quite a bit. Now, this could be a spouse to you, or some other authority figure, but this strongly feels to me like boss energy the most. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. The first card you have, Taurus, is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor, the planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also be the ups and downs of karma. I feel like you're kind of thinking about what's your next plan of attack and what you can do next, because I feel like Tauruses are kind of tired or getting bored of the same old, same old. Could be same old routine. Could be a job you're bored with. I don't know, but I get like getting ready with the next plan of attack because you've got boredom. And, you know, my guides are using the words same old, like you're kind of tired of that. Some of you are really trying to get organized. I feel like a lot of signs are doing that right now. But some of you are trying to get organized. And I also pick up some of you are starting to think about that you want to get in shape. Maybe because, you know, depending on where you live, bathing suit season is coming up. Or maybe you just feel like you just want to be in better shape. Some of you Tauruses are actually learning how to manage your money correctly or better, which kind of surprises me because I think Tauruses are usually probably pretty good at that, but it does come up here. I feel like you also want to spend some money on beautification of yourself and or your surroundings. Because I pick up like you feeling like things are tired, worn out. So when I get same old, some of you that could be about a job. But for some of you, I feel like you're bored with your environment, like maybe the colors of the walls, the decorations around your home, the furniture you have. I feel like because I see you wanting to get rid of stuff that you feel you've had a really long time or is really old or really worn out. Now, if you're getting any new technology, like new computers or, you know, TVs, cell phones, anything like that, I don't recommend you get it until you're in March, because Mercury in retrograde is happening right now and doesn't go direct till February 21st, but then there's still the shadow period after. So if you can wait until March, I feel it would be a better time for those kind of purchases. I feel like you're really concerned about fundamental changes that you're either witnessing going on within your body, like maybe you're aging and you don't like the way you're aging, or you've gotten older or heavier, or you don't like maybe you're having medical problems, medical things are cropping up, because I see you being very concerned about your physical body and things that are happening to it, changes, whether it's physical appearance or health-wise, I feel like you're noticing it or you're concerned about it at this time. Next card you have is the Four of Cups. And this is going within, over-analyzing, worriment, pulling at straws. It can also be an opportunity or some kind of blessing is going to come to you unexpectedly, or the divine source is just going to bring you this great blessing. But you have to pay attention. I feel like some of you are frustrated because there's something that you can't get going that you tried to get going. So if any of you have tried to get a business going and it hasn't been able to get off the ground due to things going on out in the world that have like delayed it, that could be, you could be ruminating over that. If there was any diets or exercise programs or health things you wanted to do, medical things even, it may have been delayed because of things going out in the world. Because I'm feeling frustrated that you're, the feeling of the collective consciousness of Taurus, to me, I'm picking up frustration over not being able to get something going. Could even be a love relationship. Maybe there's somebody you met that you really like and you're trying to get the love relationship going and it's not been happening. Some of you are going to start studying and educating yourself more about something. This could be something that you have to do for work. It could be to get some kind of license or certification that you need. Or it could just be that you feel like you want to have more knowledge about something right now. I feel like some of you are dealing with people in your environment that have like twisted opinions and could be quite annoying or different than yours. This could be in your social circle, family, or at work, but it's like coming up as in your environment. And I feel like you're looking at people like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? They're doing stuff in this like goofy, offbeat way. You may feel like people are acting really out of character, saying or doing really bizarre things. That comes up here for some of you Tauruses. You know, some of you Tauruses that are working, you got a promotion or a raise coming up. I don't know if it's going to happen to you in February, but if it's not in February, it's soon. I feel it could happen anytime between now and the end of April. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. First card you have, Gemini, is the Fool. So this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. But you have to have your wits about you and not have on rose-colored glasses, or you could fall off the cliff. So it's good because it's a new journey, but you can't just be like not paying attention to what's going on. Some of you may get invited to do something that's going to make you feel like young again or like a kid. You could get invited to go to some kind of like spa retreat with a friend, or go visit a, go to a party, some kind of gathering of some sort. But something about it would be, or it could be some kind of cool event that's going to make you feel young again. Some of you are going to be really inspired to get into contact with people you've known from the past. So something may have cropped up that's making you contact and communicate with, could be old friends, could be old family members that you haven't talked to for a long time, one or the other or both. I feel like you're a little bit concerned, some of you Geminis, about how you're coming across. Like you may be concerned that, are you coming across professionally, polished, or are you coming off like scattered, harem-scarum, that you don't really know what's going on? Or it could be appearance-wise. You may be concerned about how you're coming off with your clothes or your hair. I don't know, but I get like concerned about how you're appearing to others, whether it's through your actions or through your looks or a combination of both. I feel like there's things now that you have to sort out, that you're kind of feeling like you have to unwind or untangle things. Now, This could be at work or at your business if there's been a lot of complications, miscommunications, or things that have gotten tricky, or it could even have to do with paperwork or, business that has to be coming up with clients, customers, whatever, accounts. I feel like there's some kind of mixture of things that have gotten tangled up. And it could be because of computer failures or, systems wonkiness that now you have to unwind things and sort some things out. Look what card you have next here, Gemini. You got the Tower here. I hate when the Tower shows up, but sometimes it's not bad. So this could be a fight, an argument, an end of a friendship, an end of a relationship. It could be an enlightening awakening, like you becoming wide awake about something. And enlightenment coming from the divine source, giving you some kind of enlightenment. It could be the end of an old regime, so a new regime can begin. End of an old paradigm, so a new paradigm can begin. You got two major arcana cards here, the Fool with the Tower. Something is over. I get an abrupt halt. Something's over. So some of you, it could be like a business gets shut down and you're not expecting it. It could also be something to do with a person or a relationship. If it's not a shutdown completely, don't be surprised if you work for a big company of some sort that they're going to do some kind of downsizing and let a lot of people go. Doesn't mean it's happening to you. You may be witnessing that. Something, the lid's getting blown off and something's getting blown off and it's going to be, my guides are saying it's going to be wide open. And then you're going to have to be dealing with what is coming out. So this could be, I feel like it has to do with things like, let's say if you work for a business and the company was doing something weird with the stock market and trading that they shouldn't have been doing. And it's going to get, the lid's going to blow off of it and it all comes out and it gets exposed and then the company has to close. Or a boss was doing it, insider trading, or some nefarious thing going on. And if it's not at work, it could be somebody in your family that was doing something. I got to say, it feels shifty or shady to me. It feels like whatever was going on was covert or underhanded. It's going to get revealed. It's going to come out in the open. And then it's like a whole can of worms and everybody's got to deal with it. I feel like you're going to be able to handle it. I don't feel it's something you can't handle, but I do feel it's going to like take you back, like throw you back a bit, like, whoa, like step back. Now I've got to process this. It may take you a little while to process whatever this is that happens. And if you don't see it happen in February, it could happen in March. So good luck with it. I don't feel like it's something you can't deal with, but I am telling you, I really do feel like whatever it is that comes out gets revealed, and then everybody has to figure out what they're going to do or how they're going to deal with it. I do feel it's a surprise to you. So I hope this messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. The first card you have is the Five of Pentacles, and this could be indicating depression, or it could be financial bankruptcy, emotionally feeling bankrupt. It could be maybe you need to pay more attention to your finances. There could be something there that you're just not paying attention to or noticing. I do feel that Cancers are feeling some kind of strain or pressure, kind of affecting you in some like foundation, like affecting your foundation. I feel like you're also either hearing too many opinions, maybe you're watching too many videos and it's confusing you and scrambling you because you don't know what to listen to or believe in. This could also be if you're watching news and things on YouTube, and the mixture of the two may be like, wow, I'm way too confused because the news is saying this and other people are saying that. It could also be people in your life, because I feel like you're getting confused because you're listening to too many different opinions or people. And it's not like, for some reason, Cancer, it doesn't feel like it's really clearing things up for you. It's just making it more confusing for you. Some of you may even go through a period of time where you feel like you want to change your mind about what you're doing for a living. You may be pondering a career change for some of you. And it could be something that you were interested in the past, that you maybe were studying and then you stopped, or a job that you were in that you liked, but then something else came up, so you stepped away from it and went in a different direction. So it could have some ties to do with your past. Some of you it may even be as simple as trying to get it together with your money, and you may decide you want to even switch banks, where you're investing your money, stocks or bonds you're investing in, banks you have your money. You may be wanting to shift them from one bank to another, shift them from one stock to another, or getting out of something even that you've put a lot of money in or invested in too is a consideration for some of you Cancers. Now, the card you have with it is the Knight of Cups, which very likely could be you, because this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be somebody else in your life that's a water sign too. I feel like my guides are saying Cancers feel like they're ready to get some kind of monkey off their back. So what's the monkey on your back? Is it gambling, smoking, drinking, spending money? Something that, I don't know, like something that would be like a burden to you or annoying to you. Could be a person even. I feel like if you're a working Cancer, you're going to start receiving more money and more business as... Sorry, I had to sneeze. As the year rolls on, I feel like you're going to be making more money and have more business, especially like from April on. I feel it's going to be really good for you with money and business. Some of you are really going to be putting your efforts into looking to get hired at a new place. You may even be required to give them like a sample of your work, or I don't know. It could even be like an audition, or give them some kind of sample of your work in some way. I actually feel like if you do go to a different place of employment, I feel like the people are going to treat you better there than what you've experienced at previously. If you're not ready to make that move yet, you may want to make that move and jump ship in August. I know that sounds far away from now, but I feel like it's going to either happen very soon, and you may be like, no, I'm going to bide my time. I'm not doing it yet. And so those of you that don't want to do it soon, or the opportunity doesn't come up soon to do that, I feel it will be August. I feel like in some ways you're tired of being perpetuated as some kind of downer, or not experienced enough, or something. I feel like you're tired of something, some way that you feel you've been perceived by others, whether it's bosses or family members. And because I feel like you know your self-worth, you know your abilities, you know what you have to offer. And I feel that any Cancers that feel inspired to change their career direction, that's your spirit guides like letting you know. I feel that would, or I feel it would be a wise decision for you in the long run. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. And the first card you have, Leo, is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Could also be you if you have a rising or a moon sign that is a earth sign, or if you're born on the Virgo-Leo cusp. Now is your time to shine. You're not going to be taking no for an answer. Right now, your energy is quite strong that you would be driving a hard bargain. If you have anything that you created that you haven't released or has been held up from being released, you're going to release it. So let's say if you created any videos, or you wrote any books, or you wrote anything like any kind of blogs, or did anything that you could put, or art, or something you made or created, but it got held back for some reason, either by you or by others, I feel like you're going to be putting it out there into the world in now at this second half of February and into March. Your entrepreneur spirit is really, really kicking up, and I hear Leos are going to show people how it's done. So you could be instructing people, teaching them and instructing them could be part of this, but it could also be you're just showing people how it's done by your example of what you're going to do. Some of you are going to be making renovations to your property. Some of you are going to be boarding a train or a plane and going somewhere for some kind of travel for a reason. You could get, like, if you're in some kind of arena where somebody could ask you to be a public speaker for something, that's what you might do. Somebody might ask you and say, hey, can you come and speak in front of this group of people, or to a college, or to a special program. Now, you may say, how the hell is that going to happen? How is it in your neck of the woods? Are things open or not? Where I lived, they were shut down tight, but now it's not. So, I mean, not everything's 100% back to normal. So it depends on where you live. And there may be restrictions and limitations about how many people are allowed to attend, or if they're sitting 6 feet apart, or whatever they're going to ask you to do. But I get you, maybe you're going to be asked to speak on Zoom or Skype or some other thing online. But I do get boarding a train or a plane for some of you. So I feel some of you, it's not from your home. So the card you have with it is Temperance, which is what you're doing, thinking and creating and saying and putting out there into the world, like you're the alchemist. It could also be having to have patience. It could also be being a little like testing of the waters of a situation. Some of you Leos may be going to great lengths to change some kind of formats that you use or that you're using on maybe for your work, for your business, for your computer, or anything, like if you own your own business and whatever you're putting out there into the world. I feel like some of you Leos are going to really, really, really start to notice flaws in the system. I'm getting flaws in the system. So if you have some kind of system that you work from, maybe your business is online, and how people pay and how people book things or pay for services or products or whatever, I feel like you're noticing flaws in stuff and how things need, like, you're going to want to correct them and fix them. And if you don't own your own business, or that doesn't make sense to you, then I feel like it's things in your home that you feel are flawed. You know, like maybe you're like, that door is in a weird spot. I'm going to wall that up, and I'm putting a door to go into my room in a different spot because whoever built that was stupid. You know, like, or why did they put those shingles on the roof? The roof is fine. It was better with the other shingles. These shingles are stupid. It's creating too many. They blow off in the storms. I need to go back to the roof that I had before, the kind of shingles I had before. Or like, I see whatever you feel is flawed, you're going to want to correct it. You may feel like some people around you want to speak up and challenge you about what you're saying or doing. That could kick up for you the second half of February. And the one thing that's difficult, I feel, Leo, is because you really put your heart and soul into things a lot of times, and it's backed by emotions. So when you put all this effort into things emotionally, if people are criticizing what you're doing or have negative things to say, it affects you strongly, even though you may say it doesn't. It does, because you've put your emotions into it. So this is a month for you to access your inner courage and inner strength. This is not the strength card, it's temperance. So it's actually having to have patience. So you're going to have patience with yourself and with people that want to be naysayers and critiquers and criticizers. So, but you do have some good things coming up here. So I hope these messages were of help to you, Leo. Now on to the sign of Virgo. And the first card you have, Virgo, is the Star. So this is spiritual blessings, an answered wish or an answered prayer. Some of you Virgos are going to be doing a lot of research and analysis and some kind of breakdown of something that you're looking into. Like how to change direction about something and what would be viable for you. So it could be a new way to do business. It could be something to do with how you run and operate your own business. You may make some changes and some subtle nuances that would enhance your performance, your products, or your services. And the energy is going to be really free-flowing to you, and a lot of sparks of creativity are going to be flying coming from you. You're going to really see how to rectify things, how to troubleshoot the second half of this month. For some of you, it almost feels like a whole new field of endeavor opens up for you, in the sense that it may be connected to what you're doing. Sorry, my allergies are kicking up during this reading for some reason. And it's like, it could be a whole new aspect of the work that you already do. But something about it, it's like 1 foot in what you've already been doing and 1 foot going into a new arena or a new area. I feel like you're also doing some research, study, and analysis to see what businesses are flourishing and what is thriving now. So I feel like a lot of Virgos are going to have their finger on the pulse of like where to go, what to do, and how to make money. Like what's the world need now? What does it need? What's trending? What are people using? And so I see you're like going to be able to incorporate that in some way. Like you're analyzing it, you're paying attention. Your card that you have with it is the Fool. The other sign that got the Fool is Gemini. So Gemini also got the Fool. This is being on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you so you don't fall off the cliff. No rose-colored glasses. You have to be based in reality. You know, you're going to find out some things that you had second-guessed yourself about, Virgo, that you're going to find out you are absolutely right about. Anything, relationship or business or product or service that you put your energy into and you felt like it may have been the wrong thing, so you took money out or reserved your energy or put it somewhere else, that was the right thing to do. You were reading the situation correctly. You may find that you're actually going to take more work or take more things on now. Because I feel like you're going to be really concerned about, I've got to keep the stability going. Maybe because of what you see going on out in the world, it's making you like, man, I need to be secure. Things need to be stable. I feel like that's affecting you now. It could be in your field, or it could be in other ways. I see you looking at people like competition is really high right now. I feel like you're feeling this competitive energy and spirit. Not just coming from you, it's like you're witnessing it out in the workplace or out in the world. Some of you may even open up romantically speaking to someone new this month. There's a chance that you could meet somebody that it could develop into a love relationship. And, you know, it's kind of funny because I feel like some things that have been very ingrained in you for a long time are changing. So this could be beliefs, ideologies, it could be certain patterns of behavior, but I get things that have been strongly ingrained in you. I feel like Virgos are going to start to see that evolve, shift, and change in this mid-month of February, and maybe even going on for, could take a few months for that to evolve. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. But before I get to Libra, please take a look at this. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. And the first card you have, Libra, is the Seven of Swords. So this is somebody lying to you, deceiving you, or stealing from you, usually. But, you know, these cards can all mean a variety of different things. You're kind of like going up against somebody that really is very adept in their mind and they know what they're doing. I feel like they've been causing a lot of havoc and running amok for a while. This is somebody you know, somebody you deal with. They've got like their eyes on everybody. Like they know how everybody operates. They know what's going on. They're like really clued into a lot of things. I feel like if you do any kind of digging, you're going to find out that there are some things that are amiss. So if you suspected either somebody at a business you work at or own is stealing from you or has been cooking the books, maybe you think your accountant hasn't been honest, your bookkeeper or employees taking money out of the drawer. This could also be if you're not working in a family situation. Could be somebody close to you like taking something from you and maybe they're reselling it, or I don't know, it could be money even that they're taking. You could really find out if you put the effort into it and you want to dig, you're going to find it out. Now, if it's stuff that's beyond what you feel like you can find out on your own, maybe you're going to hire private investigators to look into it. I don't know. I feel like my guides are showing me loose threads. I feel like there's some little fringy things you notice or see that are like, wait a minute, that looks like off kilter, or like, that doesn't seem right, or what's up with that? Like these little small fringy little things that don't seem to align right is going to be what alerts you. And then you're going to start doing some kind of digging. I feel who's ever been doing this nefarious stuff has been doing it for a while, or they've been planning it for a while, or both. In some cases, some of you Libras may really, really feel like you hate to have to confront them. So you have to use your discernment if you're actually going to try to confront them or not. So the card you have next is the King of Swords, and the other sign that got, no, maybe you were the only one that got King of Swords. I don't know why. I thought somebody else got King of Swords. But you got King of Swords. So this is an air sign person. This is either a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. So this could be you, but it could also be somebody you deal with, somebody close to you. I get the words not feeling safe about this person, or feeling like a sense of like, you may even feel like you're in danger. Now, I know that's going to sound weird, and it is a general reading, so please bear that in mind. You could not feel safe for a lot of reasons. Perhaps your area has had a lot of riots or things that have gone on that have made you feel unsafe, or there could have been things, uprisings at places where you work, where there have been burglaries, robberies, or people acting up. Because I get the energy through the King of Swords that some of you Libras don't feel safe. But the reasons that you're not going to feel safe are for different things. Not all for the same reason, obviously. I also feel like if you're a working Libra, I feel like you're seeing like people fly the coop. There's people that are going to be leaving. Maybe could be your area, could be your neighborhood, could be your street, could be an apartment building you live in, could be a complex you live in, could be the city you live in. It's like, or a business you work at or own. I get people flying the coop. You're going to see it. And it's because of this. They're not happy about some things that have gone on around. They feel in danger, or they feel like things shouldn't have gone down the way that they have, whether it's to do with stealing money financially or physical violence in the area. Like, it's going to be different for all of you, but not feeling safe, doing digging, analyzing, looking into things. Little things showing up for some of you. So some of you, it's going to be obvious because it could be like violence or things, people stealing or doing things at your place of business or in your town. But for some of you, what I pick up is fringes of like loose ends that somebody thought they were being slick, and they've been slick, but they weren't slick enough because they left a few things out that's going to send off like, you know, danger, danger, Will Robinson. You probably don't remember that show. You're too young, all of you out there. You don't remember it. Lost in Space. That's from Lost in Space. I feel like you're going to be fine and you're going to be okay. But this, you know, some of you may be like, what? None of that's going on in my life. Then you need to watch your rising sign. And remember, these are predictions. So even though if they don't make sense to you at the time you hear them, hey, wait and see. They may play out. And then you could be saying, oh, wow, I didn't know that person was up to that no good. And then you find it out. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. And the first card you have, Scorpio, is the Ten of Cups, and this is happily ever after. This could also be feeling good emotionally speaking, good health, happy life, good relationship, could indicate marriage, could be like you hitting a lucky streak. Some of you Scorpios are going to feel like I finally found my niche and I'm finally fitting into something that feels good and right for me. Whether it's a love relationship or a new business venture or a new job, whatever it is, you're going to feel like it's good for you. It's working for you. Somebody could come in here and offer you some kind of opportunity. And I hear the words, it could be to sell something, like maybe something you create, or maybe they want you to work in sales for their company, be a spokesperson or a salesperson, or if you have your own video platform or something where you could sell, you could sell somebody else's items on your channel or something like that. Something that you wanted to get attention to is finally getting the attention it needs. So if you had, like, it doesn't matter what it was, it could be something that was broken, that needed to be fixed, it's finally going to get fixed. If you had a business or a channel, a video platform channel somewhere that you wanted to get recognition or get noticed so it could take off and start happening for you, it's going to get the attention it needs. It's going to get that focus in mid-February and probably moving forward. I also feel that there was something in your life that you and maybe other people were like getting on board with. But there was somebody in your life that was not on board. It could be to move, it could be a new business, it could be whatever it was. I get that person now becomes on board. Did you understand that? Was that confusing? I'm sorry. Somebody that was not on board with your plan or idea is now coming aboard and on the same page with you in the month of February or going forward. Now, it could be this person because here you have the Knight of Cups, and Cancer had Knight of Cups. So look, 2 water sign people had the Knight of Cups show up. So this is likely you, which is a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. Could be somebody else you're involved with, but it's here with your 10 of Cups card. You're going to get a lot of praise. I feel like there's people that are going to be like, yay, bravo, Scorpio, like you got the right idea, or we like your product or services, or we like what you're saying or doing, like, or we like the way you look. Like I got like applause to Scorpios. It's like, I feel like you have money coming to you because I get like wealth and prosperity is kicking up here. So if you may not, I don't know, some of you may see it in February, some of you, it may be delayed, but it's a general reading. So you have to watch your rising sign because your rising sign is going to tell you what is more like day to day and what's fate, destined, and meant to be. And your sun sign, you have more free will. Some of you are going to be gravitating towards a new person that you're going to meet. For some of you, this is somebody that could turn into like an intimate relationship. It's possible. And if it's not that kind of a relationship, I still hear the words a camaraderie of spirit. So it would be somebody that you would have like a good soul connection to. Like being on the same page or thinking the same way. So it's either like a highly charged sexual encounter with someone's coming up here for you, or some of you are going to make some other really important connection that where you share the same values and have the same opinions and ideas. There's also going to be more balance to your life. For some reason, maybe there were things that were kind of making your life feel a little off kilter or out of balance. And it could be because of the things going on out in the world that were making that happen. But I get you feeling more in balance. And if you have to do anything where approval rating is high, you're going to get it. So if there's something that comes up and everybody, again, I got that through the 10 of Cups, so I'm getting it again, but in a different way. This is like approval rating is going to be high for like anything you do. Like at work, your approval rating is going to be high. You start a new business, approval rating is going to be high. You have to apply for loans or credit of some sort. Approval rating is going to be high. Like apply for a mortgage, approval rating is going to be high. So you have to see how that fits in for you. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to Sagittarius. And the first card you have, Sagittarius, is the 2 of Cups. And the Two of Cups is two people that are fated, destined, meant to be, preordained to connect with each other. Many times this could be soulmate or twin flame kind of energy. It doesn't have to be love. Sometimes you can have Two of Cups can be some other type of important connection for you. Simply put, for some of you, being together with someone you care about is the most important thing. Now, if you don't have anybody in your life right now, that may be a thought that you are starting to come to the realization like, yeah, I can have all this other stuff and all this business and all this work, but being together with somebody is really the most important thing. So either you're having that connection or you're wanting that connection. If you start dating somebody, there's going to be a lot of love and lust going on between the two of you. I feel it could happen anytime this year because my spirit guides just told me this could happen between now and the end of, actually even the end of January, which is into 2022. So you got like this year that this could really happen for you. I feel like either one of you or both of you was victimized and or challenged by other people. One of you or both of you. So it's almost like you're kind of like having, like seeking refuge in each other in some way also. And like doing a lot of activities together. I also hear turning a corner. So if you've been in a relationship with somebody, it's now going to turn a corner where if it was friends, it's going to turn into love. If it was you were already seeing them, now maybe you're going to move in together or get married. Like something is turning a corner here also. I feel like there's a lot of mutual respect there too. Not only respect for their each other's time and space, but also respect for each other respects the other one's ability to learn and grow as people in new ways. So you wouldn't be boxed in by this person. So the card you have with it is the Magician. This is the card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What's in the spiritual plane and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have the tools in front of you with which to do so. So if you're a single Sagittarian, look, you could be like manifesting your love here in the second half of this month of February, or even moving forward this year. The guide said till the end of January, not the one that passed, the one coming up. You're having like some kind of emotional healing that's taking place. Some of you, because of getting intertwined, or this could be directly related to the Two of Cups for many of you. Some of you are going to also be saying to yourself, I've got to make decisions now. I can't be like willy-nilly all over the place. Like, what am I doing or where am I going? Like, I got to make firm decisions. I hear that with some of you. Some of you may even decide to get involved in some kind of sporting activity that could really get out a lot of pent-up, frustrated energy in you. And so like maybe you're going to take up tennis or golf, or even a sport like, you know, playing softball on a softball team. I don't know, but I get if it's not a team sport, although for many of you I really do feel it's a sport that other people are involved in, not just you. It could just be something like lifting weights or whatever, but I get like sporting events, physical activity, you have to do this to work out some kind of frustrations or pent up things going on in you. You may find yourself spending a great deal of energy helping somebody out of some kind of jam that they got in. This could be a friend to you, it could be a love partner, or even an ex. I don't know who it is, but I get you spending, could be money and energy, but I definitely get spending energy helping somebody get their life together or get out of some kind of trouble or trauma that they are in. I do feel some of you Sagittarians are going to be laying some cards out on the table and putting some things together where you could really start to make moves that would bring you a lot of positive gains in some way. So you could be like at some kind of drawing board of a beginning of a relationship drawing board, but it could also be any like new business you want to start. If you wanted to start a new business, you may start mapping it out and like putting all your cards on the table and like, let's see, this is what I want to do. This is where I want it to be. This is how I want it to grow. That kind of thing comes up here also. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. And the first card you have, Capricorn, is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and rewards from your hard work and effort. You're going to be very focused on everything I do, I must do well. And maybe you're always like that, but it's certainly coming up here. Some of you are thinking about putting aside your money because you're saving for something big. It could be to buy a house or to buy a new home or some other big purchase, or maybe even starting a business. Some of you are worried about building up your finances also for your future. Not even just to buy something big, but you may be putting money in like IRAs. If you deal with any unions, you may be, or if your place where you work has any pensions, unions, you could be looking into that. Like, are you gaining any money? Like, how is it working out? It's because I see you, the focus is looking at money, either saving your money for something big you want to do, or looking at money that is already in things, or that you want to invest in or put money in for the future. Things that would, like maybe even for your retirement. If you list any home for sale, I feel, or if you have one already listed, I feel there could be discussions about changing the price, either raising it or lowering the price. And I pick up like you having to talk to other people about it. Like this isn't like you have to ask either maybe it's your significant other or if there's multiple people talking about that. Some of you may find that your job is increasing your hours, which could increase some spending on your end for some reason, but you could also end up making some more money because I get some of you, your hours getting increased comes up here. You have you have Queen of Swords next. We had a lot of swords cards this month. Queen of Swords, and this is an air sign person. This could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. This could be you if you're born on the Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. This is somebody that feels like kind of like a dictatorship. I feel like she really is concerned about wanting to make sure that things are running smoothly, or he, it could also be a he. This could be a boss to you. I get in some ways this is somebody that wants you to come through for them, and you may have to like show them work you're doing, or show them what you can do. It's like, I feel like this Queen of Swords is like quality assurance. Wants to make sure that there's a certain level of something that this Queen of Swords person expects. And so they're going to want to make sure that it's reaching the level that they want. Now, for some of you, it could be something that you directly are involved with working on. or that you are directly responsible for handling, because unless it's you, but they're looking at you about it. That's what they're doing. They may be asking you proof of how you did something. They may want you to give them a demonstration or an explanation. I don't feel like they're against you. Let me just say that. This feels like kind of like a mentor, a boss, a teacher, a professor, somebody that would be evaluating levels of performance, evaluating quality levels, evaluating that certain protocols are being met and handled properly. But I don't feel that they are, I'm not getting a negative vibe from them. I feel like you like them because I feel like they have your back and I feel like they're supportive of you. I'm not picking up that they're negative. Because I feel that this Queen of Swords is somebody that wants you to succeed. I feel like you agree with them or feel like they're right on about certain things. So I don't really feel you at odds with them. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. And the first sign you have, Aquarius, first card you have is the Star. And Virgo also got the Star. So the Star is, this is like spiritual blessings, an answered wish or an answered prayer, and you getting some kind of spiritual blessing. You're going to start gravitating towards new things, new ideas, maybe even new people. There's going to be like inspiration. I feel like some Aquarians are going to be feeling particularly inspired in a new direction. And by the way, happy birthday to the Aquarians out there. Have a great birthday. Happy solar return. You may even start to have some realization more on how things work or how things fit together or how things, and this could be on the computer. This could be, you know, other technology. I don't know, but you're having a better understanding of it. I feel that some of you are going to be lucky in this whole year. I don't know what time frame it's going to come up for you, where my guides are saying a real cash cow comes in for you. So it looks like some kind of opportunity or some kind of offer comes in and it ends up being very lucrative for you at some point in 2021, even though this is February reading. And there may be some kind of like samples or test runs that you can see first before you commit to whatever this is. So it's not like you have to jump in with both feet and too bad. Whether you like it or not, I feel like whatever this is, like you can see a sample of it or an example. You could even have some people that, someone or some people that would like to financially back you in some way with something you want to do or you're working on. Some of you could make an acquaintance with somebody in February or moving forward that you have some kind of, there's an attraction to. And it may catch you unawares, because this could be something that could happen and come at you out of left field. So the next card you have is the Two of Pentacles, and this is weighing your options, seeking balance, having to make a decision or a choice between two things. Some of you may be really having to ponder and think about how you want to make your money. So if a new opportunity or offer comes to you, you may have to decide between the old way you were making money and now this new way that you're making money. Or if you own your own business already, you may be like, okay, well, should I do this or should I do that? Like you could be choosing between two ways to make money. I do feel like you're going to have some things that really will fall into place for you in this area. But for many of you, you may not really see it. Some of you may see it right now, because it's coming up here in this reading. But I feel some of you, if you don't see it now, you're going to see it at the end of December of this year. Some of you may be thinking about how you can handle your money better or differently. And I feel like you're really noticing and paying attention to these turbulent times and feeling like you want to be more certain and sure-footed about your money and where you put it. Because you may have concerns like, is this going to crash? Is that going to work out? Like, where is looking for what's the secure, safe bet for some of you. Some of you are going to reach an understanding between two people about some deal or negotiation that goes on. So if anybody comes to you with a proposition of a business proposition or an investment opportunity, I feel that you would be going back and forth and you do reach some kind of agreement. That could happen now. That could happen even in August. That shows up. The thing I feel like Aquarians need to know is that you need to be prepared for change. Now, for me, that may really apply because it's my Saturn return. So it could be that. But there might be many of you out there that are finding, a lot of things going on in Aquarius. So you may be really impacted by that quite a bit because of all the planetary stuff that's been going on. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. And the first card you have, Pisces, is the Seven of Rods. And the Seven of Rods is closing the door on negativity. It could be keeping negativity at bay, negative energy or communications at bay. It could also be taking the moral high ground in a situation. I feel that Pisces want to have some kind of distinct rearranging or realtering, reconfiguring of your life. I feel like you're tired of being hemmed in, hampered in, backed into a corner, or stuck in the same situation. There's something you want to change. You may feel like you've had too many troubles, too many burdens have been placed on you. And if you don't see it coming from the outside world at you, it could be even internally, your emotions. You may really feel like I have to seek what is going to give me fulfillment because what I'm doing isn't giving me that. I feel that that may be a strong feeling for many Pisces. May not be your whole life, but it could be some area in particular you feel that way about. And I do feel that Pisces need to feel steady, because I feel that the energies that are going on right now are really pushing Pisces buttons and pushing you around. It's like a push around kind of energy. You could be prone to escapism right now. And that could be through watching too much TV or drinking or, I don't know, whatever you would do that would work for you, that's escapism. I do feel like some of this is occurring. Because I feel like you do want to shut out the noise of the world and things that are troubling to you, and that you do have things in you that have hurt you from other people from the past that, or even people you're dealing with now too, could be a combination, that you really want to heal from. So I feel a lot of escapism, retreating, wanting to shut the world out in some ways, wanting to heal, wanting to change the fabric of your life and what you're doing, not wanting to feel hemmed in or boxed into a corner. And I feel like your sensitivity of the negativity that's been going on in many cases for many people out there, I feel it's too much for your sensitivities, so you want to like shut it out. So this, if you've already been feeling that way, I feel like you're still going to feel that way in the second half of this month of February. Now you have Four of Pentacles, which is the card called in old time tarot, they used to call it the Miser card. So this is holding on protectively to things of value. It could be holding on to your finances. It could also be financial success could be coming to you in the future. You could be holding on protectively to other things, even your emotions. I feel like there's been things like casting a shadow of a doubt or fear over you, and it could have to do with money. But for some of you, it's not that. It's just your own sovereignty and well-being. And I feel like you're kind of putting your foot down, like, I have to stop engaging in or listening to anything that really doesn't make me feel good or brings in too much disharmony. I feel like these two really seem like they make sense to me together, even though you may say, why? I don't know, they just really do. It's like you want prosperity and abundance to flow, but for some reason it's limited right now. And is it limited because you're keeping yourself from it, or is factors out in the world keeping it from you? Only you're going to know that answer. Some of you, you're not the only sign to get this. This has come up a couple of times. You may be pondering changing your direction, like new career path or a new move or like to a different area. But I feel like you're not going to do that yet till you see the writing on the wall, until you see the dust settle. It's like, so to me, Pisces are on the precipice of making some life-changing moves. Could be career move, new job, new course of study, could be a new place to live, could be a new relationship. But I don't feel that you're going to do it now because there's too much up in the air and you want to be certain of it beforehand. So this feels to me like for Pisces, this is like a protective mode and like a waiting mode. Like, let's see how things are going to roll. But I do feel the energy that many of you Pisces are trying to, protect yourself from negativity and thinking about wanting to change your life, but it's just not the optimum time to do that. In your mind, you don't feel it's the optimum time to do that right now. And I'd say for most of you, I feel like I agree with you with that. So I hope this reading was of help to all of the signs of the zodiac out there. I truly do. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the new video series I've recorded, the latest ones, the most current ones that I record for Vimeo, where I channel my spirit guides' messages for you using a variety of divination tools on a variety of different topics. Those links are always posted every month below each video. I create, not even every month, every video in the description box in the Show More section. And they're also available on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu. You can read all the video selections and series there. Click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, the most recent video series link I have posted below is Big Love Psychic Tarot Readings for 2021 for singles and couples. And it's actually Big Love Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings, not just tarot, where I did the first half of the reading, I looked at the single people of your sign. The second half of the reading, I looked into the coupled people of your sign. I used two different tarot decks. for the one for the singles, one for the couples, and then for each of the signs I pulled a card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle card and looked into my crystal for the singles and the couples. So it's very popular. Lots of people wanted to get it, and it's finally available on Vimeo. The other most recent video series link I have posted below is Saturn in Aquarius, Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings. These were really, really very good. I personally thought they were very good myself, and it covers a 3-year time frame. So if you get these videos, know that these predictions go from December of 2017, December of 2020 through March of 2023. So that's 3 years of predictions there. The other most recent video series links I have posted below is my Psychic Tarot readings for the new year of 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. If you haven't gotten that yet, that link is below. And then I have two video series links below that are for the eclipses that we had on November 30th, and then we had another one in December. So the first one is for the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, November 30th, 2020, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac, and those go out 6 months in time. So those predictions are still going all the way till May if you hadn't gotten that yet. And the new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, December 14th, 2020, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac for 6 months. So those predictions will go out until June of 2021. I did the same format for both, and they've been very popular. So if you haven't checked them out, you might want to do so. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, The Lucky Mermaid LLC, and The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and on Instagram, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. Usually I write them once in a while. I put a video, but I give written predictions there using tarot cards, oracle cards of all different kinds, the crystal. You never know what's going to be over there. And a lot of people that go look at those messages because they're quite long, they do find that there's usually something in there that resonates with them. So you might want to check them out, and I'd love to see you on my social media pages. I want to add here, I mentioned this at the beginning of the reading, in case you missed it and you didn't catch it, I'd like to recommend that anybody that, if you or you know anybody that is a survivor of abuse and would like to get involved in a community of people that have this similar experiences as you, you can go to The Survivor Tribe. All one word, The Survivor Tribe. It's a community support system for survivors of abuse. It's on Instagram and YouTube, and I've posted the links. If you go down below, all the video series that I have listed, you'll find those two links. I highly recommend you check that out. If you would like to help support the work and the readings I do here, help support my channel, I have a donation link that's also down below connected to PayPal. And a big thank you to all of you who have been very kind and very generous. It helps a lot. Thank you so much. I don't take it lightly. I do greatly appreciate it. So I hope that all the signs of the zodiac out there have an absolutely fabulous rest of the month of February. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.